Walt. Quick update on progress. Things have been barreling along. I'm starting on the interior fit out at the moment, and feel like I reached a milestone yesterday because the new windscreen finally went in to the rust-free gap in the front there. So a bit chuffed with that new piece of glass, as you'll see from the video. Took two guys an hour and a half to get it back in there with a lot of elbow grease and patience and some tools I didn't have, so couldn't have done it without auto glass. It wasn't free on insurance, or it wasn't cheap on insurance. I paid 300 quid in the end, but with their help it was invaluable really. So now I can move on to refitting the dash. I put in the new glove compartment lid yesterday. I've got one last job to mount the wastewater tank more securely under the van before I can then consider driving Walt to the MOT station to think about getting him back on the road for this year. And as it happens, there may be a bit of a pause in work because looks like we're going to be moving house in a month or so. So I'll be out of action for a while, I imagine. And excitingly, there's a garage and a drive at the new house. So the plan may well be at some point to pack up the workshop and stick everything in either in the back of Flow or in Walt and bring it all back to the new house so I can work from home, which may extend my hours of pleasure and delight doing the camper conversion. I'm going to miss the workshop though if I do that. I have to say the space has just been amazing, particularly while Dan's Corvette hasn't been there, but it comes at the cost of 150 quid a month. It does entitle me to the shared use of a welder and a good air compressor, but in theory I'm past the stage where I'm going to need to do welding. I want to get a compressor anyway, so I'll just have to see what goes. So anyway, for today, back to progress. I finished painting at least one side, two sides on one of the panels, 3 vertical furniture panels, so they can now pretty much be mounted back in Walt permanently and affixed to the walls and the floors with some right angle aluminium bracket I've got. But I'm now wondering whether actually I should wait until the move, because I need all the space I can get inside Walt to move all the furniture that I've got stored in the workshop. So it's kind of ironic that I'm at the stage where I can push forward, but at the same time I am cautious because you know, I don't need to. So anyway, I can't stop myself coming over here. And what else? Finishing the raised floor in the front. I'm going to try and mount the snorkel permanently today. I'm going to use some number plate mounting tape to mount it to the front and the A-pillar, and see how that goes first time around. It sounds a bit crazy, but speaking to William, I think we both agreed that it's worth a try, and probably just a few other bits and bobs, and that'll be the end of the day. So we'll see. Let's crack on and get Walt on the road. started the electrical cupboard. I actually had to cut the wood twice because I cut it wrong last time, and I'm still worried that it's not going to be completely flush and square, but the plumb bob down the side here is guiding my thinking, and it's not too bad. Might need to trim that back a little bit, but it's starting to look like something, isn't it? Well, I did get the dash back in, but got no indicators for some reason, nor hazards. The fog light's not working. I've got one blown fuse down here, so I'll replace that, but it might be a relay that's gone. So it's coming together, but that's kind of stalled for now. Got the more or less got the snorkel on, just waiting for the paint on the bracket to dry. And there's a couple of cable ties that I want to replace with better clips, but almost complete at the front there. Nice. It's my first major unboxing. Can you guess what it is yet? Ooh. It's Italian design, a hot water storage device, also known as calorifier, and it's designed to be mounted flat, as you can see, but you can also have it on its side. What a swanky bit of kit! I can't believe this. I mean, I can do my hair. That's pretty glossy, huh? So this, unfortunately, it's going to be mounted out of sight. You won't really see it. Let me show you where it's going to go. It's going to go here in this beautifully clean bit of new flooring. Measured it correctly. Should be a nice snug fit. I might need to move my plumbing. There we go. Millimeters. Oh, joking. Okay, well, it's pretty close. Oh God, look, it's made to measure. How about that? So I'm just fixing the mechanisms for the sliding loo, and in the first instance I'm screwing the draw runners onto the bottom of the drawer on which the toilet will sit. Also got to make sure at least at the front where the wood is thin and I can't screw through, that I've got good purchase. So I'm just redoing my initial efforts before it goes in permanently. The load rating on these draw runners is fine. It's just a question of making sure that when the loo's out in the shower, it doesn't pull the wood up off the floor at the other end where the draw runners are screwed to the floor, to the backwards into the floor. That's really solid. There's no way that's coming up. I'll just find a screw to go in the top there as well. Okay, they're not going anywhere. Nice and solid. So now I can fix them down permanently on this side. Make sure they run square. Just shave these off, I think, with the angle grinder. So this is the primary colour that I'm using for my furniture. It's described as surf. I'm using Bradite again, and it's colour mixed in my local brewers. I like it. It's quite creamy, but it's as close to the ivory that I've seen Euro campers use. So going with it. When it dries, it's actually nice and matte. It's sort of semi-gloss, they call it. But the finish is hard wearing. It's polyurethane, and basically that means I don't need to faff around using an epoxy primer. Just go for it with this stuff. So a lot of painting to do next. Cutting the hatch for the loo. Just smoke myself out with the grinder. Try the handsaw.